What's up? What's up, YouTube? What's up, my friends out there in YouTube land? How's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are doing awesome. Because today I'm doing awesome. It's a great day to be alive. A great day for comics. Comic reading. Comic life. Comicosity. Okay, my friends, welcome. Welcome back to the continuing voyages of JoJo. That's me. Welcome back. Time, and I'm back for another stack. Back with another stack. But today I'm going to do things a little differently. Today I've decided to tell you a story. A tale like no other. A tale filled with action, adventure, seduction, heartbreak, revenge, and spite. Today, I will tell you the tale of how this collecting comics was born. Please, pull up a chair. Get yourself some popcorn. It's right there. Fill it with butter. Get yourselves a big Coke or a Pepsi, if you will. And lend me your ears, my friends. Well, where to begin? Like I said before, you know, the lines are blurred of when and where and how I started to collect. But this story of how I started collecting and why I began collecting began with heartbreak and later turned into anger and spite. Well, once upon a time, JoJo, me, 4th grade. I remember to this day the classroom and the smells, bleach, pencils, pencil shavings, chalkboards that were green, chalk dust, teacher that wasn't hot, older lady, surrounded by little boys and girls, my classmates. You know, it was a typical day of school. And I remember sitting in the first row. This kid, who wasn't necessarily a friend of mine, he was a classmate nonetheless. Let's just say that his name was Jesse. Well, Jesse, very often, or on this particular day, well, very often, let's not go on the day yet. He would come in with comics. But he loved comics. He loved them. Yeah, because he had an array of comics. DC, Marvel. I remember him having Vigilante, Superman, Thor, The Amazing, my favorite, Spider-Man. He had big comics, little comics, pocket comics like these. But he would bring them inside of a plastic bag, like the ones that you get with your Sunday paper. He would fill those up. And this was even before I knew about bags and boards and any of that world of that kind of protection. This kid loved comics, brings them every day, would read them during class, read them during lunch and recess. He would hand them out to people. And he literally brought with him adventures. Led them to people, share his love of comics, comic adventures, superheroes, wonderful stories. Well, I was intrigued. And I started asking him every day if I could read some. And sure enough, he'd lend me a couple. I remember reading Walter Simonson's Thor. The first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. And you know, I had known already. I mean, I didn't know about the world of comics, but I knew about the heroes and everything, you know, through TV and cartoons and all that stuff. But this was a little bit more intimate, you know, because it was just you and the book and the stories and the characters. Just you and that book. How much more intimate can you be? Well, you can't, but you'd be a sick person. But anyway, so this kind of thing went on for days, maybe weeks. And I look forward to him coming in with that sack filled with books and the smell of newsprint. Well, one day, he did show me Thor, the one with Beta Ray Bill. I was intrigued and I read the story. I was intrigued and I was deep into the story. Thor fighting this horseman. And then he picks up the hammer. The art, story, wow. Love, my friends. I was in love. After that day, nothing would be the same. So, one particular day, it was raining. Cats and dogs outside. So we had to stay indoors for recess. And I remember sitting down by myself. And I was thinking, what am I going to do? Started looking outside at the rain. And this kid, Jesse, comes up to me. He goes, hey, do you want to read one? At this particular time, he had a small comic like this. Now again, this isn't it. Okay? It was something like this. I mean, it was in color. So it's black and white. He gave it to me. I mean, he lent it to me. I began to read. Usually we have like 45 minutes, maybe an hour of recess. I was completely gone. I was somewhere else reading that book. I was in it. I was seeing Spider-Man going into the sewers, looking for the lizard. Incredible. Even to this day, I don't think I've had that feeling of euphoria or a feeling of being gone. I wasn't there anymore. I was in the story. I became the story. I was in the story. And again, as I said before, I was in love. Time wasn't anything anymore. You know? Time, space, it didn't matter. I was reading it, and I turned page after page. Each page more exciting than the last. And I was reading as I was in the story. This happens! This happens! Son of a bitch! Somebody yanks the book away from me. And I look up, heartbroken, almost to tears, because I don't know about you, friends. While you're eating a certain meal, while you're watching something, you're in a book, you're something, that you're in there. And it becomes taken away from you, ripped away from you. It does something to your heart, to your mind, and to your soul. I felt the tears well up into my eyes as I looked up to see who this villain was. And lo and behold, it was Jesse. Yanked my heart away from my hands. After that day, I hated him. After that day, he didn't exist anymore. First, I was hurt and angry, sad. But then, I became angry. And I swore I was never gonna... Anyway, sorry. Damn you, camera. And I swore that day that I wasn't gonna feel that way again. Time passes. You know, time supposedly heals all wounds, my friends. But this wound never really healed, even to this day. Decades have passed. So I began a quest to find that book. To find that book because of how I felt, how it made me feel. I began a quest to find it. And until this day, I still am there at that quest. I might have it. I might even have that book in my possession today. I don't know. I never saw the cover. I don't remember the cover. I don't remember what the story was. All I remember is Spidey in the sewers. You know? Looking for the lizard. Okay, so frustration, anger, and it led to a certain behavior where I needed to find it. My hunger was insatiable to find this book. Now, every time I went to a comic store, a flea market, store, let me give you some eye candy here. I always had to try to get, if I find any small comic book, I got it. Even at the advent of eBay. Oh, I had stuff in the back too, right? I would look for them. Small paperbacks, trade paperbacks, Treasury. Oh, you guys know about this. Yes! Oh, damn. I get my hands on it. Now again, there are three of them, specifically three of them, that reprinted the first 10 issues of Amazing, and then the second volume, the other 10, and then the third, another 10. I have those, but I don't know if they're those or not. I even go as far as to have a copy of it in my vehicle. You know? See the back covers now. Yeah, the kangaroo. The coming! The kangaroo. So, my friends, that insatiable hunger. Damn, I love this cover. Led to my collecting. Heartbreak. Like I said before, I might even have that book 2 or 3 times now. But I'll never know. Like I said before, you know, I think that experience led to a type of behavior. My brother, one of my brothers, says that I am the emperor of excess. Because I love hard. I work hard. I play hard. I want hard. I love hard. This is cool, right? You know, a lot of these that I've got, you know, I got these on some on eBay, some that I've never, I don't even know where I got them. That sounds cool, man. Look at that. Look at this right here. 3 exciting team-ups, starting the Amazing Spider-Man, the Macabre Man-Thing, the Mutant Called Havoc, and the Mighty Thor. Dee Daredevil, the Man Without Fear. 2 great Daredevil classics by Stan Lee and Wally Wood. See Dee, trapped by the Fellowship of Fear. And the Stiltman Cometh. Okay, so now you know how this started, kind of. And Jesse, if you're out there, still looking for that book. If you have it, I'll buy it from you. All right, let's do a couple of these comics. Marvel Tales, starting Spider-Man. Tarantula again. You are but a Spider-Man. I am the Tarantula, and my touch means death. He's not kidding. If one of those steel spikes catches me, I'll be shredded. Danger is a man called Tarantula. Or Tarantula. Extra. Don't miss the shocking return of a surprise supervillain in this issue's startling last panel. Oh, iconic cover. Marvel Tales Spider-Man number 112. Face it, friend, this issue's got everything, including the terrible tarantula, Harry Osborn's shocking discovery, and the power of the Punisher. I think that's the Punisher's second appearance. And amazing, of course. Oh, I love this cover. You know, I'm still trying to get the original of this sucker. Huh? Damn. I think it's 130 something. Marvel Tales starting Spider-Man. Look at this. Look at the the power of this cover is just compelling. You see? You see the dynamic of this cover? Hero and villain. And in secret, friend. Best friend. Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man number 113. You, Harry Osborn, but it can't be you who've turned against me. It can't be, but it is, for the Green Goblin lives again. Damn, I love that cover. There's another one. Awesome. If I may get in trouble with MJ, and I think that's Flash Thompson, they're in liquid, thanks to the Green Goblin. Guess it's Harry in this one. Mary Jane, Aunt May, Flash Thompson, all of them, at the mercy of the Green Goblin. Free them now! On the contrary, Wallcrawler, come 1 inch closer, and I'll blow them all to bits. Oh, I'm on fire today, my friends. I'm on fire, and I feel it. This cover always freaked me out, man. Mr. Big Head Brain Guy, the Mind Worm. Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man, number 115. Smash Spider-Man! Destroy him! Kill him! Yes, yes! Innocent people, hypnotized! I mustn't hurt them, but they're crushing me! Madness means the Mind Worm. Oh, it's part of the haul that I got. For like 50 to 60 of these Marvel Tales for like $30. One of those WTF covers. Again, Jameson in trouble by the Grizzly. Some department store Grizzly got pissed off. Went on a rampage. Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man, number 116. Get up, man! Get up, or he'll kill us both! Your time is up, Wallcrawler! This is the day of the Grizzly! Warning, don't sneak a peek at our last page. Hold on. Warning, don't sneak a... Alright, third time's a charm. Warning, don't sneak a peek on our last page appearance of a surprise supervillain. Oh, double! Oh, look at this one. Oh, this is fantastic. Marvel Tales number 117. Spidey, the Jackal, the Grizzly, in a battle to the death, and one must fall. You see Peter working on his web shooters, and him going in, Jonah Jameson, Grizzly, and him trying to do changing it to Spidey. Great cover, man. Okay, I got this half price book. Okay, card full. Okay, onward. Marvel 2-in-1 presents The Thing and the Yancey Street Gang. The Thing fights alongside the What's wrong with me today? The Thing fights alongside the Yancey Streeters in the most unlikely tale of all. Happy Death Day, Mr. Grimm. Number 47. Who's the Yancey Street Gang? Comment below if you know. Got this from the little... No. Did I get this from the little shop? I don't remember. Yeah, from the little shop. It's all slick, thinking, oh, yes! The Avengers! Number 29. It's a reprint, but it's okay. Marvel Super Action starring The Avengers. Number 29. What happened to the Vision? Is he drunk? Come on, Vision. Only the Vision can tell us how to save the Earth. And he may never speak again. You know, a lot of the Avengers titles, covers, if you notice, the Vision, he's always like passed out or like knocked down. Poor guy. Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, number 25. The Masked Marauder and the Terrible Tryman. And a Vault Full of Fear. Marvel's TV sensation. Also with Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man, a lot of these covers. Oh, shit! Oh, reprint copy of the Amazing Spider-Man number 122. Oh, you know, I have a story about this one, man. Oh, and I sold it. Damn. Never forgive myself for that. And you know what? I'm going to end the story. I'm going to end the show here, but not quite yet till I tell you the story. You know, it's one of these white whale thing stories, or Soap Comics is having a the contest. One of the questions is of the white whale with it's something about the love that got away, you know. The white goat? Shit, I don't know, I forgot. But I call it the white whale. Moby Dick. The white whale. But anyway. A lot of people think that this is the one that Gwen Stacy dies. No, she dies in 121. Dead. This one picks up right after she dies, where Spidey comes and goes after the Goblin. And the Goblin and him, they fight it out. And the Goblin gets impaled by his own glider. He dies. Anyway, so I did have this before. The original. I was at the flea market one day. It's like 10 years ago. I was at the flea market one day, minding my own business, looking for stuff. And this girl, kind of like a hippie chick. Poor thing, didn't know what she had. She was selling these, she had a stack of books, comics. Some guy was in front of me. And I think he was a comic collector too, but he really didn't know what it was, because if he did, he wouldn't have let those go and let JoJo come in. Anyway, I was waiting for him to leave. He left, finally, after 10 minutes. I got them. On top of the stack was a Thor. Don't remember. It was a Hulk. I don't remember. And a couple other issues. But in between all of these was Amazing Spider-Man number 122. The original of this reproduction. My eyes fell. My jaw dropped to the floor as well. Oh, it rhymes. Oh, I asked the girl how much you want for this stack. The poor thing, she said, I'll take $5 each. Sold! My friends, sold. Oh, I didn't let on anything. I gave her the $25. I was giddy on the inside. I wanted to bust out and say yes, yes. I was between jobs at the time, my friends. I was in between jobs. I sold it on eBay for close to $300. Can you believe it? $300 out of 5. Well, is it a regret? Oh man, I don't regret anything, man. I don't regret it. You know, life is life. You live it. With the good and the bad. You know, the not so good and the not so bad. I love this medium, you know. I have copies of this, you know, in one way, shape, or form. Tangible, intangible. paper, digital. But I still want to get this book. I'm just afraid of how much how much I'm going to have to spend on it. So when I saw that this lot was available, and this was in there, well, I took advantage, took the chance, took it, got it. $50 for like, no, I'm sorry, $30 for like 60 books. And this gem was in there. Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man. Number 99. Reprinting the iconic, famous, Amazing Spider-Man number 122. I have posters of this. Cards of this. Oh, heads up, wall crawler. First, I finished off Gwen Stacy, and now it's your turn. Wrong, Goblin. You murdered the only girl I'll ever love. And today's the day you're gonna die. The Green Goblin's last stand. My friends. I love this cover. I love this story. If I see this story, at bookstores or whatever, half-price books, whatever, I'll get it. You don't know how many trade paperbacks I have of this. But the original left a sweet taste in my mouth. And I must have it once more. Anyway, my friends, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching and listening to my story. 2 or 3 stories in one day, huh? Well, have a great one, friends. Stay hungry. Keep hunting. And remember, be a hero to everyone.